OP09 Emperors in the New World booster box. We're gonna break it. Well, open all the packs. I love One Piece. I'm caught up on the anime. I like to own physical copies of manga, so I don't really read online. Maybe that's just me. But to get my fill of One Piece while the anime is on hiatus right now, I've been getting into the card game. After doing a bunch of research, which really just means watching a bunch of videos on YouTube and looking up a bunch of deck lists, I really like the look of a red Shanks deck. The One Piece card game plays a bit like Commander and Magic the Gathering. There are different colors, you have different leader cards that stay on the field perpetually, and you play based around the effects of the leader. Shanks would be my leader. My color would be red. A lot of the cards I need for that deck could be in this box. And I'm itching to bust this thing open. Let's bust some packs, shall we? Busting makes me feel good. All right, no turning back now. Let's bust this thing open and see what we get inside. Usually each booster box has about 2.5 big hits. Cards that are like textured holographic are worth more than, you know, cents on the dollar. The big chase card for this set is a Gold D Roger manga foil. I love how these booster boxes fold up into their own little like pop-up stands. It's so cool. Pack one, let's do it. All right, we've got Beppo, Morley, Usopp, Shachi and Penguin, Monster, Special Muggy Ball, Peachbeard, Moji, Crocodile, Get Out of Here, Sakazuki, and a Marshall D. Teach 10 power blocker. That's pretty. Pack the second. That one came out real nice. Come on, we'll fight you. More for that red-haired pirates deck. No hits in those two packs, but that's all right. Pack three. Trying to get better about opening these packs too, so that I don't like, you know, decimate the frickin' cards. Here we got Doc Q. Another card for a Blackbeard deck if I wanted to make one. And a Blue Nami. Pack the fourth. Let's see. Opening up with a Empty Bluffs Island if we wanted to make a buggy deck. Hozuki Orden. Aha, the Monkey D. Luffy purple black leader card. I didn't have one of these yet. Nice. I've been thinking about making a deck around these, so I'm glad I picked that up. Hold up. We gotta. Do I have an? Yeah, hang on. Do I have an extra holo in here? Did I get a Don card in this one? Professor Clover. Yeah, and the Shanks Don card. Okay, sick. I've got two of these already, so if I can get a full set for a Shanks deck, that would be dope. Come on, this one's easy. The Don card won between these two. It's no question. That was a way better pack than this one, in my opinion. See, when you're looking at what cards you get, right, you can kind of look at it from a couple different things, right? You can look at it from a deck building perspective. What do you need to build the deck that you want to make? You can look at it from the perspective of what characters do I really like in the anime? What moments do I really like in the anime? And what moments do I want to collect in card form? And then you can look at art, things like that. But then you can also look at the worth of the cards, right? And when we're talking about hits in a booster box, we're talking about how there's like 2.5 like money hits, right? However, getting things that complete your collection are completely personal. Like if I got more of these Shanks Don cards, for example, I would be perfectly happy because having a full themed set of Don cards to go with the red Shanks deck would be really cool. Next pack. Open it up with Blue Marco. And a yellow Sabo. Another one that has really cool art, but not technically a hit. But I love like the Three Brothers themed cards. So that's really neat. Next one. A 10 cost buggy. This is like one of the big cards you kind of like base a buggy deck around right now, supposedly. You can place one of your opponent's characters at the bottom of their deck, but you also need to have a whole bunch of characters that cost 5 or more, or else this goes at the bottom of your deck. Hilarious thematically, because basically unless you have a bunch of other really strong guys on your field, buggy will just tuck and run. Which is freaking hilarious. Turning how characters act into a game mechanic. And I'm glad I got that Lucky Roo. I need that for my Shanks deck. Yeah, we're looking for Lucky Roos. We're looking for Yasops. We're looking for 10 cost Shanks. I need like 3 of those. Am I gonna get them? No idea. Break this open and find out. Trafalgar Law. Not technically a hit. Very pretty. That was a rough tear. All right, opening up with a Howling Gab. I think I got a glimpse. I got a glimpse. I got a good feeling about the back card on this one. I got a good feeling. Let's see. Yeah, Sop, I needed that. Thank you. And a Ben Beckman! Yes! I don't think Ben Beckman is considered a hit, but he is an absolutely crucial piece to building a Shanks deck. Like, you need, again, like 4 of these specific cards. Heck yes. That's huge. Getting Ben Beckman and a Yasop both in the same pack is really good for me. It's kind of the trap, right? When it comes to trading card games, is if you want a deck build, you can just put like a whole bunch of thematically congruent cards in a deck, but then the deck is going to be really inconsistent. You're not going to be able to get the pulls you need on every game, right? So you have to stack a whole bunch of the same cards that are really good to know how to play the mechanics in your deck, and usually those cards are pricey. So we'll see what happens. Let's bust this open. Decent tear. Do good tears equal good luck? Another dot Q. No freaking way! No! This isn't real. This isn't... Oh my God. Oh my God. Y'all don't understand. Hang on. This is... I need multiple layers of protection here. This is double condom territory. Okay. Gotta be very careful. Like, exceptionally fucking careful. Okay, we're putting it in one sleeve, into the top loader. I'm gonna have to send this in to get graded. Never done that. Holy crap. Okay, I can't believe I'm holding this in my hand right now. I have to look up some guides on how to get this thing graded and I guess how to sell it. 'Cause I mean, like, there's no way I'm keeping it. Look, TikTok's in danger, and that's where my primary source of income is right now, and this would really help. Oh my God. So I literally had to like take a step back and like take in that what happened, bro. This is insane. Like, I don't even want to touch it, man. This is an insanely valuable card. Just look at that. I gotta put this in like a vault or something. All right, next pack. Oh, I saw some silver shiny on the back end there. Am I gonna get a second Beckman? Could really use a second Beckman. OUTTA. I needed some of those for my Shanks deck. Frankie! Nice! I hadn't actually seen this card yet. A blocker. You may trash one, remove one from your hand. I like that art too. That's dope. That's cool. That's pretty cool. No, the Goldie Roger was absolutely one of the hits that came in this box. They're technically supposed to be 2.5 per box. What else are we gonna get? All right, next one. Out the gate, that looks like a potentially buggy leader card on the top. Nope. Empty Bluffs Island, which is fine. There it is! That's the Shanks I need for my Shanks deck. Heck yeah. There we freaking go. Oh, which pack won? Leave it in the comments. I think it's pretty clear which one I think had the better cards. Cause yeah, I needed OUTTA, but oh my God, that Shanks is absolutely a harder pull. And I'm gonna be using that in the deck. Bro, this box is cooking. Next pack. Oh, that was a rough tear. That was not a good tear. But hang on, I think I saw a Dawn card there at the end. Ah, the Teach Leader card. I hadn't had one of these yet. I've got enough stuff, I think, almost enough stuff to build a Teach deck. But I didn't have the leader. Now I have the leader. Gum Gum, Quattro, Jet, Cross Shot, Brazoot. What is... Oh, I know they're from the game, right? I know they're from the Odyssey game, but like, these names are nuts. Silver's Rayleigh, that's another one I needed for the... Ooh, that's another one I needed. Ah, that's another one I needed. Heck yeah. And another Shanks Dawn card. Nice. I think that gives me 4 Shanks Dawn cards. How are we looking? Oh man, I'm not even close to being through this thing yet. Next pack. Let's see how we do. Oh, the back one. The back card pulled up a little bit. Not super solid feelings about this one. We got the Nico Robin leader. I didn't have that one yet either. A purple Rono Zoro key card in a Luffy deck. And the Lafitte. If I had gotten this pack alone by itself, I probably would have been a little A little sad, but I got the box, baby. I ain't complaining whatsoever, bro. I ain't got nothing to complain about the rest of the day, the week. I don't know about the month. We'll see. The world's a scary place right now, man. Just let me have this. All right, next one. I would not complain if I got alt art Shanks from another big pull, just to flex in the deck, you know? Another Silver's Really? Audio. Nice. That's a pretty sick looking card. I think that's got texture to it. There's not a lot of support for Odyssey right now. I mean, this is the first time it's really shown up, especially considering that it's based on a game. It's not based on like established media. I'm not gonna lie, from everything I've seen about the game, it's probably not one I would play. I love One Piece, but like, I'd probably just watch a playthrough of it, like a recap. All right, let's open this one. Ooh, we got a perfect tear. I see some silver on the back there. Man, I'm telling you what, the perfect tear ones seem to be giving good vibes, bro. Koala! Nice! Little Revolutionary Army action there. Very pretty. Not a parallel alt art, but still very pretty. All right, that's those 2 packs. Somewhere in here, I also got another Yasop. Is that the same one as the Gold Roger? Kind of got a little overshadowed. Next. Bum pull. Not a great pull tab on that one. All right. Don't see any Don card at the back. And, ooh, not sure if I can show that one on the internet. That's the Nico Robin Devil Child. All right, next pack. Give me a good tear. Yes! It's got to be a technique thing, right? It's not a per pack thing. It's a technique thing. Just got to work on my technique a little bit. And Jesus Burgess. Again, more cards for a Blackbeard deck that I would prefer to not actually run. I literally can't stand the character. Of the cards I actually needed for my Shanks deck in this one, I definitely got more out of the second pack with building Snake, Heat, and Red Force, but people like things for different reasons. If I want to build a black-purple Luffy deck, the Nico Robin blocker in the first pack, it's going to be great. I can hear in my head people going, oh, why don't you just print samples? Like, if you want specific cards for your deck, you can just like print samples and they'll accept them at like, locals and stuff. Like, no, that's not the point. It's the collector in me, bro. I want the real thing. And would you look at that? I got the real thing, baby. All right, here we go. Let's see. Good tear, good tear. Ha, nice. Okay, let's see what we got. And Crocodile. Dope art on that. I love it. With Bunny's head crying in the corner. That's amazing. I'm gonna be able to build out a couple different just funsy decks. Next one. Good tab. Nuts. I got a little bit of a glimpse. I think the one at the back is an event card. We'll see. Another Lucky Roo. Needed that. Ooh! Oh my God. That's a hit. Look at that. It's a good pull. That's a beautiful freaking card. The art on this card, like the texture in the hollow, it's so cool. Like, I'm just gonna keep it because it looks badass. Like, it makes me want to make a purple black Luffy deck just so I can show that card off because it's so freaking pretty. That's cool as hell. It's the spread. So technically our hits are up. Hey, we still got, I think, 6 more packs. Let's see how we do. Let's bust her open. Get a good pull. Nope. Ow, I nicked myself. Remember, we're still looking for red-haired pirates cards specifically. We're looking for OUTTAs. We're looking for Lucky Roos. We're looking for Yasops. We're looking for Silver's Rayleigh. And big pull, we're looking for Shanks. And another audio. That's some wicked crazy art. That must be the normal art for him versus the parallel art we got on the other one. Still pretty daggone cool looking though. That is wild. Next up, let's see. And Professor Clover. Not a whole lot going on in this one. Gum Gum Lightning is definitely one that you want for the purple Luffy deck. You're gonna build one of those. There's the spread. And the fact they built an entire set just around Odyssey does make me kind of want to play the game, but like, Everything I've seen about One Piece Odyssey makes it kind of seem like meh, like very repetitive. It's not like alternate universe arcs or like a different take on arcs. It's just literally the arcs you've seen before. You get to play through them a little bit, but it's like in a turn-based RPG kind of deal, like a Persona style. Those kind of like turn-based RPGs aren't really my jam. I like action combat, Dark Souls. Again, probably something I'd watch all of the cutscenes of to get the lore and the story, but not a game I'd actually sit down and play myself. All right, next up, let's see how we do. It wasn't great. And Doc Q. Bro, this Doc Q doesn't even look it doesn't even look shiny. It's not even holographic. It's muted as hell. Next one. Whew. All right, give me something good. And the Cross Guild event. Interesting, I've not pulled that before. Look at the top 4 cards from your deck, reveal up to 1 Cross Guild card added to your hand, and then place the rest at the bottom of your deck in any order. I mean, blue is very like search and play, right? It's kind of the idea, search your deck, play what you grab. I feel like I would need a couple of those if I was gonna make a buggy deck just so that I could keep pumping out stuff onto the field, you know? There's the layout. Final pack. All right, we're gonna get something good. You wanna blow on it for me? You wanna blow on it for me, guys? All right, let's see what we got. Final pack. We are gonna already see. No Dawn card, all right. And another Yasop. All right, I will take that. I will take that in the last pack. I needed more Yasops for my Red Hair Pirates deck. So, and I got 3 of them in this go around. So that's perfect because I only had one other one. I think I got 2 Lucky Roos. I had 1, so that puts me up to 3. I'm 1 down from being optimal on Lucky Roo. I got 2 Silver Israelis. I needed, I think 3 or 4. We're looking pretty decent there. I only got 1 Beckman. I needed a bunch more Beckman. I got 1 Shanks, I need more Shanks. We're making steady progress. The good thing is a lot of those cards that I need aren't like super out of my price range to be able to just like grab off of TCG Player. Let's be honest, guys. This kind of steals the show. An absolutely unbelievable pull from a random box you get at your local store, man. And you're gonna freak out when I'm like, hey, look what I got. If you like cooking, anime, and cards, make sure to hit that subscribe button. What booster set should we open next? I'm feeling pretty daggone lucky. See y'all in the next one. And remember, guys, the One Piece is real!